This is B103 limited to downtown Brooklyn, Tillary Street. Next stop, Flatlands Avenue and Williams Avenue. This stop is Flatlands Avenue and Williams Avenue. Next stop, East 105th Street and Flatlands Avenue. Transfer available to BM2. This stop is East 105th Street and Flatlands Avenue. Next stop, East 105th Street and Avenue J. This stop is East 105th Street and Avenue J. Next stop, East 105th Street and Avenue K. This stop is East 105th Street and Avenue K. Next stop, East 105th Street and Avenue L. This stop is East 105th Street and Avenue L. Next stop, East 105th Street and Avenue M. This stop is East 105th Street and Avenue M. Next stop, Avenue M and East 102nd Street. This stop is Avenue M and East 102nd Street. Next stop, Avenue M and Rockaway Parkway. Transfer available to B42. This stop is Avenue M and Rockaway Parkway. Next stop, Avenue M and East 93rd Street. This stop is Avenue M and East 93rd Street. Next stop, Avenue M and Remsen Avenue. Transfer available to B17. This stop is Avenue M and Remsen Avenue. Next stop, Avenue M and East 85th Street. This stop is Avenue M and East 85th Street. Next stop, Avenue M and East 80th Street. This stop is Avenue M and East 80th Street. Next stop, East 80th Street and Avenue L. This stop is East 80th Street and Avenue L. Next stop, East 80th Street and Avenue K. This stop is East 80th Street and Avenue K. Next stop, East 80th Street and Flatlands Avenue. Transfers available to B82, B6, B6 Limited and B82 SBS. This stop is East 80th Street and Flatlands Avenue. Next stop, Glenwood Road and East 80th Street. This stop is Glenwood Road and East 80th Street. Next stop, Glenwood Road and Ralph Avenue. Transfers available to B47 and B6. This stop is Glenwood Road and Ralph Avenue. Next stop, Avenue H and East 56th Street. This stop is Avenue H and East 56th Street. Next stop, Avenue H and Utica Avenue. Transfers available to B46 and B46 SBS. This stop is Avenue H and Utica Avenue. Next stop, Avenue H and East 45th Street. This stop is Avenue H and East 45th Street. Next stop, Avenue H and East 38th Street. This stop is Avenue H and East 38th Street. Next stop, Flatbush Avenue and East 31st Street. Transfers available to the 2 and 5 trains, B99, B44, B41, Q35, B11, B41 Limited and B44 SBS. This stop is Flatbush Avenue and East 31st Street. Next stop, Flatbush Avenue and Foster Avenue. Transfer available to B8. This stop is Flatbush Avenue and Foster Avenue. Next stop, Cordelia Road and East 19th Street. Transfers available to BM1, BM2, BM3 and BM4. This stop is Cordelia Road and East 19th Street. Next stop, Cordelia Road and Stratford Road. This stop is Cordelia Road and Stratford Road. Next stop, Coney Island Avenue and Beverly Road. Transfer available to B68. This stop is Coney Island Avenue and Beverly Road. Next stop, Church Avenue and East 7th Street. Transfers available to B35 and B35 Limited. This stop is Church Avenue and East 7th Street. Next stop, 3rd Avenue and East 8th Street. Transfers available to the F and G trains, B61 and B37. This stop is 3rd Avenue and East 8th Street. Next stop, 3rd Avenue and 3rd Street. Transfer available to B37. This stop is 3rd Avenue and 3rd Street. Next stop, 3rd Avenue and Baltic Street. Transfer available to B37. This stop is 3rd Avenue and Baltic Street. Next stop, 3rd Avenue and State Street. This stop is 3rd Avenue and State Street. Next stop, Livingston Street and Nevins Street. Transfers available to the 2, 3, 4 and 5 trains, B45, B41 and B67. This stop is Livingston Street and Nevins Street. Next stop, Livingston Street and Bond Street. This stop is Livingston Street and Bond Street. Next stop, Livingston Street and Hoyt Street. This stop is Livingston Street and Hoyt Street. Next stop, Livingston Street and Smith Street. This stop is Livingston Street and Smith Street. Next stop, Joralemon Street and Court Street. Transfers available to the 4 and 5 trains, B25, B26, B38, B45 and B52. This stop is Jor Alamon Street and Court Street. Next stop, Cadman Plaza West and Montague Street. Transfers available to B25, B26, B45, B38 and B52. This stop is Cadman Plaza West and Montague Street. Next stop, Tillary Street and Cadman Plaza East. Transfers available to B25, B26 and B38. This stop is Tillary Street and Cadman Plaza East. This is B103 limited to downtown Brooklyn Tillary Street. Please exit through the rear door.